Hello everybody, welcome back to Tabulo. We have a new board, not a new deck. Start with a Jester piece. No idea what a Jester piece is, but we're gonna find out. Considered as all other standard chess pieces. Well, that's gonna be a hoot, isn't it? Gain a pawn or knight at end of round. Jester. Considered all... An Emerald Jester. Yeah, we take those. I'm going to take recruits as well, because then we can just get a new piece at the end of every round that these guys can just score. And that's where I hope things go. Disable modified squares. Sure thing. Those two attack each other. And we're cruising. A random piece gains 2 base points at the end of the round. Pieces scored 6 times in a round gain +3 base points. Honestly, if we could get a couple more of these guys, this would be hilarious. As it stands, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to take this because we can't buy more pieces yet. But I have hope that we will be able to A, get our economy properly on board, and then B, just break this wide apart. I would like another bishop. Promotion 1, knight to bishop. Alright, one more of those and we're actually looking good. I would love to find some stuff that can just get us more economy. If a piece is on one of the 4 center squares, it scores other pieces for +5. We've never taken that before. Do I need it for $3? $3 doesn't even get me more interest, so I'm going to take that. Next round. Spawn a red rook. It must be scored 3 times by other pieces. Gain a bishop. Yes, give me bishops. Right, you score it. You don't. It must be scored 3 times. This is fine. It's overkill, but it's fine. Okay, so bishop, pawn, knight there, knight there. Gain 7 after a boss when you use a coin, get more. Retrigger lower ranked pieces scored by kings. Don't have any kings, although considered as all other standard chess pieces. So what you're saying is that these will rescore anything that they attack, right? That's what I'm hearing. I want to get my economy online, but I also want all this fun stuff. Disable 20 random squares. I think this is fine. Never a worry. And we finally get some economy. Now, if I wanted to buy this Jester, I would have to sell 4 of the pieces. Which would probably go pawn, knight, honestly. Yeah, go on then. Make a square emerald. Knights without pieces, collection, no good. Try and hold on to some of our money. So are they all scoring 6 times? And they're all getting 3 base points because of that from toy blocks. No. This bishop doesn't because it's attacked 5 times. Now it's attacked 6 times. Gain 3 for each piece that is not scored at the end of the round. We can start using that to build our economy for sure. Make a peace emerald. Disable 3 rows of squares to get a rook. Sure. That's fine. I'm just going to do that to try and get these to keep attacking them as many times as possible for those +3s. You go back there, you go back there. Right, those two are not attacked. They're my economy builders right now. Safe will also be helpful. I'm going to get you somewhere that also is not attacked, because then I can get even more economy going. Disable all pieces until 1 tile is sold. I guess I'm going to get rid of this. What were you attacked by? Oh, the diagonal on this Jester. Silly me. We need to get rid of 3 pieces to take another Jester. Obviously, I'm going to do that. So we've got a real nice diagonal going. You don't get attacked there, so you can generate some money for me. Just a quick 100 here. What a delightful diagonal we have. That there doesn't score. That can be economy for me. Or I can get rid of those so that clone gives me one of the things that I most want. I'll do that. We're not hurting for economy now. Thank you. Okay. All pieces score for more if you have 10 pieces or less. We do, but we're going to have more than 10 soon, I'm sure. At the end of the round, gain $2 per times the least scored piece was scored. That's going to be very big for us with these diagonals working. Rank by 2. Pawn into another bishop. It's not really what I want. Bishop into a queen. I'll do that. And then I'll see if I can go past king to Jester or not. If I get the opportunity. Honestly, we could go desert and just stick with these 8 pieces. Spawn a red rook, it must be scored 5 times, gain a knight. I don't want that knight that badly, I think. Easy. Tons of money. 8 of 9. Do I care about taking another Jester if it's not going on the diagonal and everything on the diagonal already attacks everything else on the diagonal. Because, I mean, I guess I can do this, right? Buy, sell. I don't need to sell anything, doof. I was going to put that there because then it's attacked by still a lot of stuff, but hey ho. Make a square gold, make a square gold. Grab a puzzle piece, that's always nice. Make a square gold, make a piece emerald. Make a square amethyst, I'll change that one over. Another one of these. Can go there. You know what? Fine. But at this point, they don't need to be in a diagonal if they're all this, because they score so many of the pieces around them. It's just the queen that's kind of the awkward outlier. So let's just take a beat here and think about what does something like this look like? Every jester hits every other jester, and the queen hits all the pieces, and all the other pieces hit the queen. Set money to 0 if modified pieces are scored. Well, I'm not going to try and solve that puzzle to not lose the money on this. It just is what it is. Kings also score all edges of the board. We've seen how powerful that can be recently, and these are considered kings. But I just don't think I want to try and do all of that again. I honestly don't think I need to change this queen out. And it's already got 22 points. I mean, I know we're not working on desert right now, but I'm having fun, and that's what counts. I should put the gold piece on the center 4 squares for one of these things. Solar system. Maybe not solar system. Also, retrigger lower ranked pieces scored by kings. Well, if they're considered all pieces, they should be considered that too anyway. +5 base points. This guy's only at 9. So that's just more. Swap those. Got loads of money. Make a piece quartz. Retriggers at the end of the round. You know what? Quartz queen, because we can. Golden egg. Every piece counts as having no neighbors. That could be important for something. I'm just not totally sure what right now. Do we really need recruits anymore? I don't think we do. I don't think we need recruits. Do I want to try and make golden egg work? I guess we're going to try. Non-pawn pieces with exactly 2 neighbouring pawns score for 125. Pawns score each other for +5. Just realising now that these count as everything, so I could get them the extra value by being classified as pawns. It's just reframing how everything goes. Yeah, they become kings. Haven't figured out if I can promote up to a Joker yet, or a Jester, or whatever they're called. Jester pieces. Gain $1 when pawns are scored by bishops. Why, yes. I will do that. I don't need this $1 of extra interest as badly, because all of these are going to score each other and just be huge free value, right? That we don't need anymore. I'm going to buy one of those because it's there. Bishops score 1 lane wider. These guys are all bishops, right? So it's just an absurd amount of value. You know what? I'm not doing desert anymore. We're taking other stuff that buffs all the other types of pieces. I don't know if this is going to work. We got rid of the queen. I'm going to buy it and just hold it. Oh my god, look at this. Because they're considered all pieces. So if the board has pieces of 1 rank, score for 1.5x. I don't know how that's going to work here, but I'd rather keep the quartz and upgrade it rather than selling it. Well, I have to sell 2 pieces anyway because I don't pay enough attention. I wonder if it counts for them being a queen then. I don't think so. But we got tons of money, and that's nice. Became a king, did not become a jester. So I am now going to sell this. I'm going to swap those around so that I can buy money tree and we can just go to the moon, is the hope. Right, stick a fresh jester in there. If pawns surround a queen or king at the start of the round, it's destroyed and the pawns upgrade to bishops, rooks, and knights. No. Pieces in the corner retrigger? No. Pieces without neighbors score for 8. Make a square amethyst. If there is only 1 piece of a rank, it retriggers. Queens gain more value. You've got 2 more left. So they all score each other. And they're all worth loads more because money tree. That's now on 3 of 6. Make a square gold. I assume all of this stuff is working the way my brain is expecting it to. Like, re-trigger lower ranked pieces scored by kings. Everything is a king. Everything scores everything else, so everything re-triggers like 9 times. I assume that's what's going on. This is now working, which is huge. So Team Spirit working on Jesters is lovely. What's our boss? Temporarily decrease the rank of 3 pieces. We'll be fine. 50% to modify a random piece or square at the start of the round. I don't want to spend too much because we have a money tree here. Now I should have kept desert, perhaps. Well. This is not a problem. Skip through that real fast. One more on our golden egg. Nip into endless because we got here in 20 minutes. Right. Make a square emerald. Sure. What do I not need nearly as much out of this whole system? Because I'd love to put more stuff on the board. Pawns score each other for 5. Bishops gain 10 temporary points at the start of the round. Let's get the egg hatched first, I guess. Egg, what you got? We got another offertory and another bishop's plus. And we also now have a bunch of room, which is lovely. I don't think we need bishops to be 1 square wider than they are. I don't know how much that's realistically helping me. I mean, it's letting this guy attack those, so maybe we do keep it. And we are just printing money now. Modified pieces on modified squares score each other for 1.5x. We have to take that, obviously. This jigsaw is not getting, like, the love it really deserves, but that's fine too. Make a piece sapphire. Make a square gold. Should we start making stuff light in case we find that guy? Destroy all tiles in inventory. Alright, we can be okay for that, I'm sure. Right, which one of these is something gains money for least things scored or something? Do we have one of those? No? Maybe it's past. That would be great for all of these kings, effectively. Then we're going to drop Solar System. We're going to take Expansion. That gets these guys scoring even wider. The piece in the middle of this tile scores for 1.5x. That could be a reason to shuffle everything up about this situation. Oh god, okay. We don't need more base value on our things. So that's out. Get rid of this. You stay. Retrigger lower ranked pieces scored by kings. That obviously stays. The two money guys and money tree, I think I want to stay as well. At the end of the round, gain $2 times the least. But yeah, we don't need that anymore. That can go. Gone. Out of here. All right, lots of stuff is scoring this guy now, which is going to be a big deal. I'd like a... that's great just for putting next to Jigsaw. I would like to enhance that tile to something. A Sapphire Jester. Yes. Used to make a square amethyst. That's what I want to see. What are we up against here? Destroy all tiles in inventory. Alright, so we have some decisions to make then. I see we don't have a lot of other room for stuff. Is there any way I can put that down? I'd need... It's 4 tiles. There's 1, 2... There's only 3 empties on this whole board. So I think we're going to lose that. Buy that. Buy that. Go next. Destroy all the tiles in our inventory. Right, I need to figure out now how much of a focus on any individual part of everything that's going on do I need. Money tree makes this redundant. Just does. Also makes that redundant. So say goodbye to that. The piece in the middle of this tile score for 1.5x. That fits nicely in there. If I put that there, the grill doesn't do much, but the puzzle is now complete, as it were. Make a piece emerald. We're capped on Jester's next round, 50k. So this guy is like 13 million of all of this score right now. I'm honestly not sure what I should be rolling for. Gain $1 when pawns are scored by knights. Gain $1 when pawns are scored by bishops. It's just everyone's scoring everyone. $1,300. As much as this is now giving them huge value, it's the re-triggering multipliers that's going to be where we make our money. Sapphire. Your sapphire, your sapphire. I think I would like to try and get this in play. It's 4 long. That's kind of tedious to put in anywhere around here. Okay. I would like this for more money gains. But it's an awkward shape for real. We lose bishops are wider. How much do I care? What are we up against? Scorn 5 red knights. All other pieces lose 10% if scored. Well, there's 2 gaps right now. I'm going to put one of the knights there. And the other of the knights there. And then that should be fine. Yeah, no beef. That's at 1.4 already. Like, I could reroll for anything at this point. Pawns without neighbors multiply the final score by 1.25x. I keep seeing a thing about, hey, here's a thing that considers no other pieces to have neighbors. But I haven't bought it yet. I think it's like an image of an island. At the end of the round, pieces on light squares re-trigger and pieces on dark squares are destroyed. That's one that I've been holding out for. But we're going to need a lot of stuff. If the board has at most 1 piece in every column, re-trigger at the end of the round. So that would have to make them an all one giant diagonal, but I don't think that works for us right now. How many suns could we possibly find? Multiply the final score by 1.2 for each neighbor to a king that is not a pawn. I don't know how that's going to work, honestly. I can't hold this to put that down. I can't swap them. Alright, you're going to get held. I'm going to see if this works. So multiply the final score by 1.2 for each neighbor to a king that is not a pawn. So skip that to get our final score. And then does this trigger a bunch of times? No. Okay, so that's not going to work out for us. That can come back. We're looking for sons. You just create a copy of a piece. Thank you. Son. Let's prioritize stuff in the center, I guess. We do have a lot of money. All I'm really looking for are sons. There's probably other interesting stuff that I'm skipping by, but I don't have the mental fortitude to read everything at every moment. A collection would be good. Do we have a quartz piece? I don't think we do. So I'm not going to worry about it. Why is my computer mouse thinking? Weird. How much money is too much money to spend as well? On rerolls. There's nowhere for you to go, friend. Alright, let's do another round. What we haven't seen yet is the one that freezes everything in place, because that's always a pain to run around, but we're doing okay. Disable 4 random pieces, that's fine. Sapphire pieces and amethyst pieces are scored for 1.3 if the modifier is triggered. Clone, get a copy of a random piece. Nice. Light. Used to create a copy of a piece. Queens score each other for 1.25x. Yes. I do want that for sure. I wonder if this ring is doing as much for me as it could be. Since all pieces are considered queens, there's Ice Cube after just discussing how we don't have it yet. I don't even know where I put it, let's be real. I want to find, yay, more suns. It's a light square, that's a light square, that's a dark square. Disco 3x at the end. It's not really that big a deal anymore, I think. Pieces on modified squares score for 1.5x, but other pieces are destroyed at the end of the round. Well, we're nearly there on that. Make a square amethyst. Make a piece emerald. Still got so much money. You can be enhanced. Make a piece emerald. Pieces on modified squares score for 1.5x. There's like a handful that aren't right now. Make a piece. Make a square emerald. Make a square gold. I think it's just one more. Can I... I'm just going to ditch the swim ring. I'm done with that. Son? Are you winning, son? Just make a piece gold, just make a square emerald. Love that. Love that. What's our next round? Disable 4 random pieces. Alright, our rerolls are incredibly expensive, so let's go next round. Lovely. Make a piece emerald. Every 20 pieces scored by bishops gain malt. Okay, I want that. Oh god. What do I get rid of? I honestly don't know anymore. It's probably going to scale faster than Beam is. I don't need this Jester, but then that's not really helping me. This is 4 wide. God. I don't have room for all this stuff. There's literally not enough. Do I need to start? Should I get rid of Offertory? See how that goes, perhaps? The sun. Council we already tried. Swim ring we already tried. Make a piece sapphire. Make a square emerald. Pawns without neighbors multiply final score by 1.25. I haven't seen that island piece in ages. I don't need a clone. Pawn scored 5 times in a round, gained 3 base points. I mean, everyone would get lots of base points, but again, where am I putting that? There's only so much we can do here. Clone just keeps showing up. Alright, let's take a round. See how things are going. $1 trillion. 12 trillion. Loyalty card is already racing along. Sun. Wish I could see what was light and dark more easily. Light, light. 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 Light square. 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 Dark square. I missed one. I rolled right past it. Honestly, I think everything's on light squares now that I care about the most. So I can get everything to re-trigger. I think I don't need Kings score wider. Do I? Money tree I think I do need. Grill is fine. Because like re-triggers are more important to me than anything else. I think. So let's just see how this changes our score. Oh yeah, that changed the world for us. I do this. We're not doing another egg. Obviously not. Make a piece quartz. Council is no good. I don't have room for a clone. Oh, I did have room for a clone. Okay. That light square? It is. If the board only has queens, multiply the final score by 4. I'm not sure that's going to work, and I also don't have room. Let's go next round. Spawn a red rook. It must be scored 8 times. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Right, beam is just absurd. That's a 4 wide. Honestly, I don't know what I should be looking for now. I just don't. We have so much money. Every piece counts as having no neighbors. That's the one that has had potentially interesting repercussions, except I always miss it. Pieces scored by kings gain 1 base point. If I had a piece that was exactly that shape, I would like tag it out for a bit, but I don't. But like, do I need base points if Money Tree is giving them 1,000 points? Probably not, right? Retrigger lower ranked pieces scored by kings. Okay, now you're speaking my language. If the board only has pieces of 1 rank, pieces score for 1.5. Queens score each other for 1.25. Retrigger, kings score wider. I need 5 tiles worth of space for this. I think I'm going to ditch that. Put that there. What's my, like, worst piece? Is it you? Let's see how that affects scores, shall we? So I think E30 was where we kind of capped out in previous builds. Times 21 goes from E17 to E18. So every piece counts as having no neighbors. Pieces with no neighbors score for +8 is not 1. Pieces without neighbors have 50% chance to multiply the final score by 1.25x. Yeah, that would be interesting, but is it enough, you know? Especially because I'd have to find 9 tiles worth of space, which I just don't think I'm going to do. Oh, Copycat's so good too. God damn. Okay, I need room, man. I need room. I honestly think Beam could go. Modify pieces on modified squares. Retrigger lower ranked pieces scored by kings. Retrigger. Retrigger. I want this. Right, we're going to get rid of this. That's just not happening. I want this to be on the board, copying something that causes a retrigger. Board has only pieces of 1 rank. Scores for 1.5x. Modify pieces on modified squares score each other for 1.5x. Gain $1. Do I need more money? Do I really need more money? Let's just see how this goes for a second. That's nice. That is legitimately a nice copy of something. Where are we at now? So E21, E24 immediately. E26. Two copies of a piece. Just find like 2 of my worst pieces. And then find 2 copies of that. great. 50% for pieces on different square colors to score each other for 1.5. We are monochrome AF at the moment. We can just make more light squares as we find them. Just on the off chance we reshape things. Re-triggers at the end of the round. Make a square amethyst. Make a square amethyst. Non-pawn pieces with exactly 2 neighboring pawns. Pieces with more than 2 neighbors become disabled. Ugh. Why do you have to do that to me? Okay. We don't need that many points, right? Need to keep on white squares. How many do I really think I need to make this work? Is kind of the real question. $1.2 billion points. Well, all the ones that we have access to should be the quartz ones or emerald ones. Do we just punt that and see how it goes? Oh, we were nowhere close, right? We lose a life. 900 million. I mean, honestly, I could have put that back down. That's not touching any tiles, though. That might be enough of a difference maker. It wasn't. 565. This is so tedious. And just let that be enough. Get me out of this round. It's not enough. I got too greedy, but that's fine. We've been going an hour. For now, thank you ever so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.